All right, we're back with Brima. He's going to show us some of the techniques of kickboxing and what judges are looking for. So when you guys are at home, say going through YouTube and you see a fight or you check out his website, you know what you're looking for. So, stage is all yours. Show us what they're looking for. The judges.
In most sports, combat sports, judges are looking for effective striking. They do kind of vary. For example, in boxing, effective striking is valued first. Then probably after that's probably followed by ring generalship and effective aggression. In kickboxing, effective aggression is probably more valued first because in that culture they prefer to see people like going forward and standing toe to toe. In my opinion, that's a little primitive and a little outdated. It's not as advanced in meta in boxing. For example, in 80s boxing, or even Ali's time, you see people staying on the ropes doing the rope-a-dope. Mayweather won't won't take punishment, because it's more evolved, it's more advanced now, and they're more educated in how not to get beat up and be talking like Rocket in your career. Anyway, kicks are usually scored more than punches in kickboxing, even Muay Thai, and I think even MMA. For example, if I throw like one jab and it connects, a leg kick will score more points. If I kick you in the stomach, of course I'll score more points than a regular jab. I'll kick you in the face. Obviously, even if I throw like a jab cross and you connect me with one kick to the face, that would essentially score more points. Obviously, if you get hit less in the fight, usually you have more points than your opponent. So, movement is still important in kickboxing, even Muay Thai. If you can avoid getting hit, it's very hard for anybody to beat you. Yeah. For example, in Muay Thai, boxing combinations or jabs aren't as recognized in their scoring system compared to the West. For example, in the Lumpini Stadium, or how they score Muay Thai, even in the United States, they prefer to keep it more traditional. And the reason why I do that, for example, Muay Thai fights in Thailand, they want to give the hometown guys the advantage. They want to weaken the effectiveness of Western martial arts. So, the boxers that come from overseas or the kickboxers that come from overseas, so that they don't show up their hometown fighters with superior skill, with a different style of fighting that that kind of fighting devalued in that score system. So if I were to throw lots of combinations and connect with everything I throw with hands, and you give me in the clinch in Muay Thai and you ring these, you're going to win that round for some ridiculous reason. I don't know. But that's just how they scored it. MMA, you're usually a little more fair about it. If I land with superior technique, whether it's hands and feet, and I land more than my opponent, then I will win that round.
Okay. What kicks are the most common that folks will be seeing when they're watching kickboxing?
Round kicks. Round kicks are very effective. They're pretty invaluable. One, because even against a mobile opponent, you can try to limit their mobility by throwing kicks to the leg. And if they're going to stand still, in their guard or whatever, you can throw hard kicks to the leg, even the body, and then you can even go for you can take off their balance. So ground kicks are easily the most accessible, the most used in kickboxing. After that, will probably be the front kick. It's a good range finder. I have long arms and I have a pretty fast jab. But if you throw a front kick from a position, you're probably going to win that battle against my jab. So after that, will probably be the front kick. Pretty much on the same level, I would say, as the round kick, but the round kick's probably throwing just a little bit more. And after that, we have different variations of kicks. You have your spin back kicks, you have your side kicks, you have your axe kicks. You have modified versions of teeps like side teeps. You have different styles of kicks itself. Like the Muay Thai round kick, they don't chamber their kick as much. They just kind of swing it. Some schools like karate school, they chamber their kick and then they throw. And it all changes from there.
Well, what is an axe kick? I know you had just mentioned that.
Axe kick. An axe kick is kind of like you bring up the axe and you're chopping through wood. So I'll bring my foot up and bring it down on you, either on your face or your shoulder or something like that.
Now, is that very effective?
Oh, it is. And if you get hit by something like that, it's not that fun. It's a really good way to put the round in your favor, or put a punctuation on the round. You can break somebody's nose. You can break somebody's shoulder blade even.
Okay. Anything else you want to add for the judging or stuff that these folks at home can?
Michael, the cameraman here, if I can interrupt for just a second. So you're saying if you don't get hit, you score good because you're keeping away from them, but there are certain hits that will help you win the round?
Yes. Well, in kickboxing, defense isn't as scored as heavily as it would be in boxing. You know what I mean? You need to definitely want to land more to your opponent in kickboxing as much as possible. I mean, it depends on the judges themselves, but they don't really give people points from just dodging points like your Pernell Whitaker or somebody like that in kickboxing. In boxing, they do give you credit more so than they do in kickboxing and any other sport. But if you're standing here, you're trading punches, and if you're just throwing, you're landing more, you're doing more damage to your opponent, even though you're taking a lot of shots. They might they'll still give it to you. If we're both throwing punches, right? He lands probably 3 good punches. I land more punches. I dodge more of his punches. Some judges, depending how primitive they are, they might give it to the person that just threw more punches instead of the person who landed more effective shots.
I see.
I think it's going to evolve and change over time to get over boxing. I think it should, personally, and kind of value skill over just brutality.
Okay. And you're also saying that different regions, the judges score things differently?
Yes, and the Muay Thai community likes to score fights completely differently. For example, you could be beating the guy up, and you could be like in a more kickboxing stance. And the other guy could be a Muay Thai guy. You stand like something like this, and every time you throw the kick, they're gonna scream "Away" or chant, and he might land no hands. He probably will get in the clinch and not even land good knees, but he's blocking all the knees on this throwing. And a lot of Muay Thai judges, they'll just score that because the guy exhibits the Thai style better than the other guy. Even though he technically lost the round, he exhibits the Thai style, therefore he wins. That's how they score Muay Thai. It's very different from all the other sports, including MMA.
Well, that must make it difficult for you to know what to do or focus on when you go into a fight.
No, I mean, you learn the rules and like you can grow in any style. You know, you can just. I mean, it's not how I personally like to fight. It's not my favorite style, but you can become good in that style. Not very confusing. It's more of a preference thing. I prefer more modern scoring rules. Again, like Thailand's, they're very cultural people and they like to purify their sport more or less. They don't like to use more advanced boxing techniques. They kind of put their hands out here and do weird kind of punches, and they don't like to deviate from traditional Muay Thai as much as possible. That's just how a lot of them are.
Okay, that clears it up. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for showing us. We're going to have you back, definitely.
Absolutely.
And that's it for this edition of Monsoon Live.